Okay, I'm on record. This is the Blue House raid, Prologue. January 1967, Unit 124 training camp. Pak Jun-sok had stood at attention for an hour, bidding his body not to shake. A senior lieutenant, a few years older, mid-30s, stood nearby in silence, ignoring the cold, a rucksack at his feet. The midwinter air had seeped through every thread of wool in Jun-sok's uniform and clenched every millimeter of his skin. He wore neither mittens nor gloves and dared not pull his hands into his sleeves. The cold has done its damage, Jun-sok thought. It can do no more. I accept it. The two lieutenants were on a small parade ground in front of a barracks of cement blocks. Its front door swung open and a broad-shouldered officer, a captain, approached. He held a brown hardwood spindle in his right hand, tapping it against the open palm of his left. He circled Jun-sok twice, looking him up and down. So, you're an officer now, a brand new lieutenant, eh?
그래, 네가 이젠 장교라고 새내기 속이란 말이가, 어?
Comrade Captain, said Jun-sok.
네, 대위동무.
Shut up, said the captain.
닥치라.
Jun-sok pulled in his chin and stared forward. For the next few moments, said the captain, you're not a big shot lieutenant. You're scum. If you survive, then you can consider your exalted status.
앞으로 몇 달간 너는 잘 나가는 소위가 아니다. 너는 쓰레기다. 여기서 살아남으면 그때는 네 높아진 지위를 생각해 볼 수 있겠지만.
Comrade Captain.
네, 대위동무.
I told you to shut up.
닥치라고 했지.
The captain's right hand rose. Can't you obey a simple order?
간단한 명령 하나도 복종 못하간.
The captain's bludgeon slammed the side of Jun-sok's face. Stars shattered his vision, and his knees wobbled. Do you have anything more to say?
더 할 말이 있나?
Jun-sok tightened his lips. The captain smiled. You're a fast learner, comrade scum, but you look cold.
빨리 배우는구만, 쓰레기 동무. 그런데 동무가 추워 보여.
He turned to the other officer. Comrade Chung, maybe you can help warm him up.
정동무, 이 동무 체온 좀 올려줘야겠다.
With pleasure, comrade captain.
알겠습니다, 대위 동무.
Chung lifted the rucksack resting at his feet and held it out. Put it on, Chung said.
매라.
Jun-sok grasped the rucksack with two hands and tilted forward from its weight, at least 30 kilograms. He recovered his balance and put one arm through a shoulder strap, then the other. On the double, said Chung.
Dear, cut.
Jun-sok lifted his left knee and advanced his frozen left foot, then his right knee and foot, bouncing into a standard double-time pace. Faster, shouted Chung. Move your ass, comrade scum. Do you think this is a joke?
더 빨리 움직여, 쓰레기 동무. 이게 장난인 줄 아네.
Chung came along Jun-sok's right ear. Do you think this is a joke?
지금 장난하나?
Jun-sok knew enough not to reply. Chung continued the harangue. Why are you dragging your ass? Why did you come here, wasting our time?
꽁무니 뒤로 빼는 동작 좀 봐라. 여기는 무엇 때문에 왔니? 시간 낭비하려고?
The camp buildings of gray block disappeared as Jun-sok turned uphill on a narrow path. His legs ached, his lungs ached, his shoulders throbbed where the pack straps dug in. Minutes felt like hours. The path turned right and the pitch of the uphill lessened. From behind, Chung said, Slow down. Are you trying to kill us?
천천히 누구 죽일 일 있니?
His voice sounded good-natured. Thinking it a ploy, Jinsok maintained his pace. Slow down, that's an order. Okay, that's it. Now slow down some more.
천천히. 명령이다. 좋아. 이제 그만. 좀 더 천천히.
For another 5 minutes, Jinsok loped at less than double-time pace. Halt, said Chong.
정지.
Jinsok stopped in the position of attention, the rucksack almost pulling him over backwards. Chong advanced to his front. How do you feel?
기분이 어때?
Jinsok considered his response as he gathered his wind. My pain is nothing compared to what the great leader has endured for us, Comrade Lieutenant.
제 고통은 위대한 지도자 동지가 우리를 위해 겪으신 고통에 비하면 아무것도 아닙니다, 상위동무.
Chong threw back his head and laughed. Jinsok kept his eyes front and lips pursed. Irreverence unnerved him. Was this a test? With the back of his right mitten, Chong wiped snot from his nose and tears from his eyes. You're going to like Unit 124, he said.
자네는 124군 부대를 좋아하게 될 거야.
Here, let's take a break and I'll explain a few things. Drop that rucksack.
자, 잠깐 쉰다. 몇 가지 설명해 줄 거 있다. 배낭 내려놓으라.
Jinsok looked around. Nothing but Chong, ground, rocks, and scrub trees. In Chong, Jinsok saw an oblong face and lean torso. Not starving lean, but muscle lean. Chong lowered himself to a squat and motioned. Jinsok removed the rucksack, placed it on the ground, and squatted facing Chong. Chong pulled off a mitten from his jacket, extracted a cigarette, and lit it. He passed it to Jinsok. My name is Chong Myung-sung. I went through the same shit a while ago. I got mine directly from Captain Ho.
내 이름은 정명승이다. 나도 이 짓거리를 얼마 전에 마쳤어. 허대위한테 직접 훈련을 받았지.
Jinsok blew smoke and returned the cigarette. One reason you'll like it here, said Chong, is we eat well. White rice with every meal, meat every day, sweets. You know why?
자네가 여기를 좋아하게 될 한 가지 이유가 있지. 우린 잘 먹어. 매끼 흰쌀밥, 고기도 매일, 과자도. 왠지 아니?
Okay. We're going to stop for 1 second. Robert, do you have to get off now? Okay. I'll talk to you later. Okay. So we'll continue.
오케이.
Jinsok shook his head. Because our comrade commanders love us.
우리 지휘관 동무들이 우리를 사랑하기 때문이지.
Chong again threw back his head and laughed. Comrade Park, Jinsok, do I have to order you to laugh at my jokes?
박, 준석 동무, 내 옹담에 웃으라고 꼭 명령해야 하는 거이가?
Jinsok forced a smile. It's because we're their best, said Chong. That's why they feed us. They want us tough. And they can't toughen us up just with beatings and running. We need food.
우리가 그들에게는 최정예이기 때문이지. 그게 우리를 잘 먹이는 이유지. 우리가 강인해지기를 원하는 거야. 패고 구보를 많이 시킨다고 강해지지 않지. 음식이 필요한 거야.
Jinsok nodded. What's your songbun? Wavering?
자네 성분이 뭐이가? 동요계층?
Jinsok nodded again. 40% of the population of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea belong to the central wavering class, 30% to the top core class, and 30% to the bottom hostile class. Jun-Sok's family stood in the upper third of the wavering class, but wavering nevertheless. I thought so, said Chong. Me too. And here we are with commissions and members of an elite unit. It's worth a few beatings and running with rocks on your back, don't you think?
그럴 것 같았어. 나도 그래. 자, 우리는 지금 인간과 함께 정예 부대의 일원이 되어 있는 거야. 몇 대 두들겨 맞고 등에 돌을 치고 뛸만한 거지. 안 그래?
I agree, comrade, Jun-Sok said with hesitation.
동의합니다, 동무.
What is it, said Chong. If you have a question, ask it. That's what I'm here for.
뭐이가 질문이 있으면 말하라. 그러라고 내가 있는 거니까.
Why don't they take all the candidates from the core class? Why do they let us wavering in?
왜 지망생전부를 핵심 계층에서 데려오지 않지요? 우리 동료 계층을 받는 이유가 뭐지요?
That's easy to answer. Because of the beatings and running with rocks. If you were core, where would you want to be? In Pyongyang or out here?
그건 답하기 쉬운 질문이지. 구타도 당하고 돌을 등에 지고 뛰어야 하기 때문이야. 자네가 핵심 계층이라면 어디에 있고 싶겠나? 평양 아니면 여기?
At the mention of Pyongyang, Jun-Sok thought, I'd like to visit the capital once before I die. And Chong's answer didn't quite satisfy him. Wouldn't the core class want to serve at the highest level, no matter the sacrifice? The captains are from the core class, said Chong, raising his eyes as if in deference or defiance. Jun-Sok couldn't tell which. Captain Ho, he's core, but he's okay once you get by the initiation. And I want to tell you something. I could run you until you drop dead. I could keep you going like we started out. You know why I don't?
대위들은 핵심 계층 출신이지. 허대위. 그분은 핵심 계층이지만 자네가 신고식만 마치고 보면 괜찮은 사람이야. 근데 자네한테 할 말이 있네. 나는 자네가 쓰러져 죽을 때까지 뛰게 할 수도 있고 아까 우리가 출발했을 때처럼 계속 뛰게 할 수도 있어. 내가 왜 안 그러는지 알아?
Jun-Sok remained silent. Because I see you're a good fit for this unit. You're strong. You're dedicated. You're a bit too serious. We'll work on that.
왜냐하면 내가 보기에는 자네는 이 부대가 적성에 딱 맞아. 강인하고 열심이고. 근데 어쩌면 너무 모범생이지. 그 부분은 저는 좀 봐야겠지.
Chong extinguished the flame of the cigarette between thumb and forefinger and pushed the remains into his coat pocket. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going easy on you, but I'm not in the habit of killing off good candidates. Also, you're from my neighborhood. You're 60 kilometers up from Koksanu, right?
오해 말게. 자네를 도와주겠다는 것이 아니야. 그렇다고 내가 훌륭한 후보생을 낙방시키는 사람은 아니고 더구나 자네는 우리 고향 사람이군. 자네 고향이 곡산읍에서 위로 60km에 있지. 맞아?
Right, comrade.
맞습니다, 동무.
So I'm 40 kilometers up. We have a cannery and some other factories.
그래, 내 고향은 40km 위에 있고 통조림 공장과 다른 공장이 몇 있지.
Jun-Sok knew the area from passing through. Not much where you are, said Chong. Farms, no?
자네 쪽에는 별것 없지. 농촌 아니니?
Jun-Sok nodded. All farms.
전부 농가입니다.
Okay, Comrade Pak. Enough chit-chat. Get that rucksack on your shoulders.
좋아, 박동무. 잡담은 이 정도로 하고 저 배낭 어깨에 매라.
A half hour later, the block buildings of the camp came into sight. Pick up the pace, said Chong. We must look good coming in.
속도 올리라. 들어갈 때 보기 좋아야 정가서.
Jun-sok ran until ordered to stop in front of the barracks. As the front door opened, Chong stepped next to Jun-sok and stood at attention. Ho approached and said to Chong, "What do you think?"
어떻게 생각하나?
"Comrade Captain," said Chong, "he's lazy and weak, but it can be kicked out of him."
대비 동무, 느려 빠지고 약하지만 그런 건 시정할 수 있다고 생각합니다.
Ho looked at Jun-sok. "What do you have to add?"
귀관은 할 말이 있나?
Jun-sok stood mute. "Did I say shut up?" Ho raised his bludgeon. "Did you hear me say shut up? I want an answer, Comrade Scum."
내가 입 닥치라고 했나? 내가 입 닥치라고 하는 말이라도 들었어? 대답해, 쓰레기 동무.
"Comrade Captain," said Jun-sok, "I'm not worthy, but will strive every moment to become so."
대비 동무, 제가 지금은 쓸모없지만 훌륭한 전사가 되도록 계속 열심히 노력하겠습니다.
Ho lowered the bludgeon and tapped it against his left palm. A peripheral glance revealed Chong at attention, not smiling, not a trace of sarcasm. He said the captain was okay, but still one never knew. Words had to be weighed and uttered with care, not with the openness Chong had displayed earlier. Nevertheless, Jun-sok felt relieved. For all the running with rocks and the bludgeoning, this was no worse than grammar school self-criticism.
Bingo. Well done.
You got it, yeah.